The new seasonal event, SkyPainting, is heading this way, ready for Summer Song. So let's go and see what we can expect inside of SkyPainting. Now, which island is Whiz Bang going to though? Before we do anything, we've got to go back to them anniversary sales, as we know inside of all the seasonal events, those reveal everything. So for Whiz Bang, when it was on sale, a sale was on for Light Island. So therefore, Whiz Bang is heading over to Light Island. But hold up a minute here, guys, because as with every single seasonal event, there's actually more. So inside of his recent Ethereal Bonanza promotion, we get a bit of a glimpse towards what happened inside of the Live Formula trailer. Now, this trailer, it answered a lot of questions towards what were happening with Monculus at the time, but it did not answer what was going on with the Ethereals inside of it, as we saw them making the way towards this island inside of the trailer, and then the Colosseum critter coming out. And if we zoom in here, you guys can see that this island was none other than the Colosseum. So, guys, we are going to be getting Ethereal costumes, I do think, with Whiz Bang. They don't do these promotions just one-off out of nowhere, showing the Ethereals going somewhere. No, this is an obvious hint towards it coming in SkyPainting. And like I said, with most seasonal events, we usually do get something else, so I do think we're going to be seeing these costumes on the Afterlife Formula too for the Ethereals. Not sure what's going on there, but we do like a bit of a change. Now, it's unknown if we're going to get all of the Ethereal costumes at once. They probably might come in waves, a bit like the Amber Island variants. I'm expecting maybe the first 5 might come at first for all of the single elementals, as that's the ones that we see inside of the trailer, which I'm still kind of stalled by. We don't get a back-facing rebro, but we get the rest of them facing backwards. But whatever, these guys, I do think, are going to be the first ones we're going to see, and I'm expecting for each Ethereal to get 2 to 4 costumes. At least going by his natural monsters, that's how many we got out first for those, so 2 to 4 seems pretty likely for his Ethereals too, and this is majorly exciting, guys, as all of his seasonal costumes lately have been going out of the way to provide Easter eggs everywhere towards matching monsters and its history, so honestly, I'm expecting these Ethereals to deliver on that too. These are quite old monsters, and there's a lot of lore and things that have gone into them, so I'm absolutely expecting that they can drive some Easter eggs into these guys. For our main cohorts in this matter though, it's obviously Whiz Bang. Now, Whiz Bang, it is an instrumental fill-in sound on the seasonal shanty, and that's what it's known for. It's just a fill-in part. However, we're gonna see the opportunity here, guys, as I think Whiz Bang can be more than a fill-in part. Its percussion with Spy Trap could be absolutely amazing on Light Island, I do think. Those two monsters duetting, it feels like those two would be an amazing duet together. The explosiveness behind each monster paralleling off of one another feels like it could deliver a lot towards the song. And talking about the song, Light Island has a very formulaic build of monsters throughout the song, so I feel like we got to continue that, as that's what the song is. We got to do that more, and therefore the place where Whiz Bang would fit most is either at the end of the song with Bloat to continue that general build of monsters towards the end of the song, and maybe at the end with Flower would be cool for the song too. However, that's the only drop we do get there at the very end of the song, so I'm not all too sure about that, guys, either. But it feels like the second part with Bloat, just before the song ends, is where we're going to be going here. I'm hoping that it does not mimic Spy Trap, though. We've been over how these two monsters are quite similar, and knowing the monster handlers, I feel like it would be too easy to potentially go ahead and mimic Spy Trap in this situation, so I'm hoping that doesn't matter. And with Whiz Bang, we've got to have a more melodic sound than Seasonal Shanty. Not a fill-in sound this time. That's what it did on Seasonal Shanty, but Light Island needs more. It could be so much better, this. It's got such a unique instrument, Whiz Bang, and I want to see it be utilised a lot more. A bit similar to Odd Spirit, we got quite a bit more of a melodic take, I'd say. Well, at least it did more okay. I don't know what else to say to you guys, it just did more okay. But this time we want more melody behind this thing. Not copying the castle, not doing anything else, adding a melodic part towards the song and not just filling it out, as that's not what we need on Light Island. And how is this gonna also captivate on Light Island a bit more and make it better? Well, in order to do this, I think it needs to bandage up this flaw that Light Island has. The main thing that everyone goes on about when you come to Light Island is that it's repetitive. So to counter that with Whiz Bang, if we've got a unique melody here, let's separate out the verses of the song a bit more with this monster, as at the moment it is repetitive. I get you guys, but to separate it out a bit more, having Whiz Bang play inside of the second part of Bloat would help separate out those verses, as honestly it sounds like the same thing. Just going on and over and over. It'll be nice to have a bit of differentiation with a monster that potentially just plays in one verse, okay? Because the rest of them, they have 3 sounds that sound basically the same higher pitched or whatever, and they keep layering on top of one another. I just want a verse that sounds somewhat different. It's going somewhere, the song, alright? That's what it needs. This monster just does not need to fill that. It needs a melody. If we can get anything, we have the melody there, okay, monster handlers? Sign me up to that. Obviously, with this seasonal though, as with all of us Orcs seasonal events so far, I do think we're going to be getting a rare magical, as this is a magical themed event, a magical island one. As last 2 rare magicals have been a double elemental, so it's not going to be a double elemental light monster this time, and it can't be rare floras, I'd say, as we'd only have rare Clacula left. And they're going to want to save these rare magicals so that they can spread out these monsters quite evenly, as you don't want all double elemental ones, for example, coming out at once. They've been balancing it out, so we're not going to get a single elemental, I don't think. I mean, it could be a 3 element monster, Fiddlement or Spy Trap, as we got rare 2-2. Spy Trap absolutely would be as 1 for SkyPainting, but saying that too, Fiddlement could equally fit that part. Have rainbow colours coming from its bottom to fit Pride and SkyPainting. That would be a really cool idea, but you know, Spy Trap is percussion. I mean, come on, that is the one you'd choose. So I think Spy Trap would be its most likely here, but guys, we're not going over the imbalance here. There is an imbalance alert over here, guys, on the main magical islands. As if we're going over as main magical islands, we have 2 out of 4 single elementals released, 6 out of 12 double elementals, 3 out of 12 triple elementals, and 4 out of 4 quad elementals. That is a lot of quads, and we need a quad. There is a quad imbalance here. I said it for Clover Spell, but this time, this is the time, okay? We've had doubles and triples now. This is too much of an imbalance now based on the balance that we've been seeing with the rare magicals, and we already have rare 2-2 as our 3 elemental online, so I don't think it's going to be a 3 elemental, and like we said, we just had loads of double elementals, so it absolutely is going to be rare bloat this time. I feel like this is a pretty secure situation, guys. For rare bloat then, I think we need to go over bloat's lore a little bit. Over in its bio, it says bloat's colours are a side effect of it making its sound, therefore its colours are actually unintended. However, for rare bloat, I was thinking, let's let it take charge of its colours instead. Do different colours, not just the general rainbow that you see from bloat, maybe some flashes, and captivate on this being not an unintended action, but actually being an intentional action behind this monster, especially to suit SkyPainting, as that would be an awesome idea. We could have some spikier horns and potentially a rectangular body. Take away them feet propping up. We don't want to take away the poofiness of this monster, so I feel like a rectangle is the way to go to also make it change a bit too. Let bloat be able to have more squishy animations, just to like to its similar form, but also so it can fit more eggs inside of this thing for it to do all the feeding. We also need this to be more vibrant, like to rare 2-2 to contrast with Light Island's gum colours, and also for SkyPainting. As taking us on to SkyPainting, we're obviously going to be getting a new island design. The island design is absolutely going to be colourful, lots of colours for Pride. Phosphor absolutely is going to get glam. It's going to get hip. Huge eyelashes, makeup, face paint, everything. I'm really looking forward to potentially some face paint and really changing up this Titan. We're going to have large, vibrant colours on this thing, and the most huge colour changes out of all of the island skins. Light Island is a lot more dull coloured, and therefore it needs to be able to fit Pride, and to do that, the whole island, I think, needs to become colourful somehow. Just to like to rare 2-2, how it differs so much from its original counterpart, that is the kind of change Phosphor needs. As to effectively celebrate Pride, it really does need a change, I think, just like that. All across the island floor, the sides, we are talking everywhere, guys. I also think it would be cool to tie into the floor. Maybe having rainbow swirls on the floor would be pretty cool. And obviously some rainbows in the background, as you can't have SkyPainting without some rainbows. And we have one word left too. Critter. Please change the critter. Hashtag thank you. Moving on. We have Raul's design up now. Raul's has created a SkyPainting design. On their design, they've got loads of fireworks. And just like to my theory somehow, which they have just said, they've also got some huge eyelashes on Phosphor. Loving this design. I'm really hoping though that they manage to take away the glumness a bit more of the island and maybe make it a lot more vibrant, like rare 2-2, the initial design behind this. The rainbows behind this look so cool, but I think changing the tone behind Phosphor would be really good for this particular skin. Got some fireworks back here too to also celebrate Independence Day. Now, I don't know whether it's true, it's a bit of a rumour. We're on the rumour mill now, but apparently SkyPainting only celebrates Pride. I initially thought it celebrated Independence Day too, so I'm a bit unsure about this information, but if it only celebrates Pride, then I suppose we won't be getting those. But if we do, then absolutely having some fireworks there would be really cool. And when is all this coming, guys? It is coming this Wednesday on the 21st, so not too long now, and you guys have a chance to digest my theories today too in the meantime. If you enjoyed this, make sure to go and check out this video on screen right now. Make sure to keep feeding your bloats. I will see you later though. For now, bye guys.